Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Mary Bird's Backyard Garden. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Mary.
And we got a kind of a different one for you here today, right, Mary?
It's going to be very different.
It is definitely going to be different, but it's kind of fun.
We're like birds on the wing today.
Birds of a feather on the wing or a feather?
I said on the wing because we're going to wing it.
We're gonna wing, and it is what we like to call the dog days of summer.
Ooh,
isn't it? I think it. Yes. I mean, I know it's.
I feel like it is,
and
they feel like it is.
I know it's getting to be September, but this is the hottest part of the year in August for us.
Yeah.
So we're going to call it the dog days.
I think September 21st is actually the first day of fall. So you got a few more dog days.
Oh man.
A little bit longer.
We got some more doggies.
Dog days.
So, what are we doing today, Mary?
Well, we took a much needed, highly appreciated staycation.
We did take a staycation.
A garden staycation.
Yes.
That's very different, you know.
It is much different. We've been working hard in the garden. You've been working crazy hard in the garden. And we decided, Mary came up with the idea and said, let's take a garden staycation.
A garden staycation.
And what exactly, Mary, is a garden staycation?
Well, you know, lots of people take staycations with their kids, and they look around and they get lots of activities they could go away from their home and do for the day and come back. And we decided that for us, a staycation would be to stay at home and do activities at home while we enjoy the garden.
There you go. Yep, that is correct.
It's so many, it is very often the case where you're so busy working on a project that you don't have time to step back and enjoy the project.
That's true.
And so I felt like we were definitely getting to that point in the garden, and we were both sort of dragging our feet to get out the door, which is not like us really. And we came up with the idea of a staycation.
Cool. It was cool. So and I'm going to tell you guys, we didn't go out very much.
No.
Leave the house. We went outside. The whole point was to go on our back porch or our deck and enjoy the garden.
Really enjoy.
We didn't leave the house very many times. I can tell you that. I think we stocked up on groceries.
Mm-hmm. And that was a fun part of it, too.
That was fun. We kind of planned for it. And it's been fun. It's been nice. I think my body's appreciated it, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't think you realize when you're out there, it does, even just dragging hoses around or just whatever, pulling weeds. I mean, it takes,
It takes effort.
It's a good thing. It's a very, very, don't get me wrong, it's a very, very good thing to get moving and keep your body moving. But it's also a nice thing to take a little break.
It is. It's like a recharge, It worked.
It has worked. That's been very fun. And we've been enjoying just not trying to do anything in the garden. We've done a little watering, of course, because it's hot.
I have to hand that to Jeff.
I've been doing the watering.
He really has taken over doing the watering, and everything looks so nice.
But I mean, we're talking 15, 20 minutes activity. We're not out there pulling weeds. You haven't taken, you haven't really planted stuff, or I don't think you've been planning in your head. I think you've just been enjoying.
I did not plan.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. I put everything away. Everything I put away. And I do have, that is one point I did want to bring up today. It was slightly hard to get off of the treadmill and to refrain myself from running out the back door and taking on things that I happened to notice in the garden.
Right.
Which ended up being not that important over the course of these few days.
There you go.
Yeah. It was okay to step back and say, well, I'm going to let it be for right now.
Right.
It was nothing major.
No. I mean, it still looks good. And
it does. It looks really good.
It does look good, whether you went out there and did anything to it or not. It's been looking really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But the key is we've actually just been enjoying it.
Yes.
And we've done a few things. Oh, I'm sorry. And we've done a few things, right? We've tried to, and I'm not going to lie, it's really hot in the afternoons here.
It's so hot.
So, and the sun in, our back porch faces the west. So we get the blazing afternoon heat. But it doesn't come till late. So we've been definitely trying to spend a lot of time out on the porch and out on the deck, and just, either getting some food or drink. Yes. We had our daughter over, talk, have some nice talk. So what?
And that is a whole story for a little later.
It is.
Well, one of the cutest things that I enjoyed so much over the course of these few days, in the afternoons, our little dog, Cookie, she's a Boykin Spaniel, and if any of you know their coloration, they have sort of a dark hair. It's not black, it is brown, but still, it heats up in the sunshine. She's been running outside in the afternoons and laying flat in the grass with her arms and legs spread out and just laying there soaking in the sunshine as though she was on a beach somewhere.
She does. She's taking a staycation.
She took a staycation. And I think she's just enjoyed it.
I think they love it when we just go out there and sit, because they do their running around her and our boy dog Gilder. They're both just their brother and sister. So but they like to get out there. If we go out there, they're very people oriented dogs. They're not going outside without us, which is pretty crazy for dogs.
Sometimes that could be a challenge.
Yes. So sometimes we have to trick them, but that we go out and they love just sitting out there watching the birds and the dragonflies and the bees and lizards or whatever else is running around, and they just stay on alert and have fun out there.
And that's been part of it. We have just enjoyed them and their antics in the garden these past few days too.
Yes,
as well as lots of other things that we've happened to notice. I mean, you've done a lot of the noticing. You've been pointing out a lot of stuff.
There's been a lot. I think we talk pretty much every week. There's a lot of activity in your backyard if you really just stop and just enjoy it. There's a lot of stuff happening. There's a whole world out there, and we have a lot of birds now that come by, and you can just watch their different way they behave and kind of
their personalities.
Yeah, they're fun to watch.
They are fun.
And all the butterflies have come.
Now, that's one thing. Last year, we did an episode, and we talked about a plant called Greg's Mist Flower, which is a native to here in Texas. And the butterflies. So the Greg's Mist Flower has this puffy little blue flower that comes out, and these butterflies came and covered the whole plant, and they're orange and black, but I do not think they're monarchs.
No, I don't think they are either.
I don't think they are. They're like a smaller or something than
they
a monarch.
They are smaller.
But they have covered it every afternoon. I don't even know how many. We can't count how many.
No, it's really cool. Actually, until that you can kind of see the movement there, but until like maybe one of the dogs runs over there, you can't really tell. And then they kind of, they'll flutter away. But there's a lot.
There is a lot.
It's pretty cool. We have that, and
awesome.
We've seen the lizards they cruise across the backyard. And
that's one of your favorite activities.
I do like watching lizards. There's some big lizards out there. I'm telling you right
They
now.
pop their heads up and they puff their bill out.
They do.
And it's very, very funny.
So they're fun, and dogs are always looking for them. They can't catch them. Frogs, we hear frogs out there.
I was wondering if you were going to tell the frog story.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, Mary did go out just to walk and just check on a thing. No work. No work, though. And she called me out there, and I like frogs. I'm a frog guy. So she called me out to tell me there was a frog that was, what is that? You have like a little, one of your square foot gardens has that white cover on it.
Oh, yes. It's
or black cover. It was black cover.
The one that I had over that was to shade out the little tomato transplants that just went out. It's just got some black netting so the birds can't pick out the seeds and stuff.
But somehow frog got inside of it, and he was having a hard time
Inside.
figuring out how to get out of it. And so you called me over there, and he was a big guy too.
He had to be 3.5 inches
He was
long.
big. Yeah, he was big, but he wasn't like a chubby one. He was like more lean, but he was a big lean guy.
He was.
And when I went out there, I lifted up the corner, and he jumped. My gosh, he jumped 7 feet. One hop. It was pretty cool.
It was very cool.
It was cool, and we can hear the frogs out there, but we generally see them sometimes.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see. Yeah, they're out there and enjoying themselves, and it's pretty neat.
Yeah, I love that too. So Cookie and Gilder do love to come in and hunt. They never catch them.
No,
but they do love to sniff around and see if they can find out where they're hiding.
They're the worst. I mean, they're the worst hunters in the world. Let's just be honest.
They are.
I think they were bred to be duck hunters. I mean, we don't, I don't hunt, so we don't do that with them. But my goodness, they're horrific. I mean,
we were out on a walk the other day, and a lizard ran between Cookie's forelegs. She never saw it.
No, I know. And she'll see some movement, or they'll see a movement and go after it. But then I'm looking right at like a huge lizard walking across the lawn, and it's like, oh my goodness,
they could care less.
They're the worst.
Yeah,
but it's fun. I'm happy they're not better hunters than what they are.
The only thing is, the birds are not allowed to land on our house, on our gutters. They could be in the trees.
Yep, anywhere in the yard they can be.
In the yard, but they're not allowed on the house.
No.
And Cookie and Gilder go completely out of their minds when the birds come and land on the house.
They do. And it's not so anybody has dogs, it's not a normal bark. No. It's a scream.
I know.
It's a scream bark, which is unbelievably annoying. I mean, you just can't take it very long.
No.
It's just, I mean, they're funny to watch them do it, but oh my gosh, it's like, it's a scream. If you could
turn the volume down.
Yeah. They're fun.
Hilarious. They are fun.
But that was part of our staycation, was to
absolutely
kind of just hang out and let them do their thing while we were kind of messing around too.
Totally. I mean, the first day, that's probably pretty much all we did. And it was hard not to charge right out there. We did keep peeking. We had a couple days of wind, and we did keep peeking out there to see if our tent storage structure, the bike tent structure, had held up.
Thing has held up. Like we got a very strong wind one day, and rain. And I went out and checked it, and it's rock solid out there, which is
I'm so
crazy.
Thrilled to hear that.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I told everybody that we kind of anchored it to the fence with zip ties, but still, it's a tent material,
right?
But I think it's going to work.
I think
which is
it
awesome.
is going to work.
Yeah, I like that.
I am what they say as chuffed about it.
It'll be ready for you for next week, Mary.
Yes, it will. Oh, it's waiting for me.
Ready to go, ready for business.
Well, what else have we done? What have you? Can you?
A couple things that I wanted to do, and so I'll give you guys some ideas on some things that we
would love it.
We had every intention to, and still could do. I think it's tough when it gets a little warmer out there in the afternoons, but we were going to do some little photography, and Mary's done a little photography with her phone, which is kind of nice.
When you go on vacation, that's one of
you
the
take pictures.
things that you do.
You do. And I think the other thing, a long time ago, and we haven't gotten back on it, we took a little course from Cornell on drawing, just nature's things. And I think that would be an awesome thing to do during your staycation. Just anything that's just relaxing. We actually have spent a lot of time on the porch and deck, which is really the main thing. I mean, it's just relaxing and just kind of, not worrying about what has to be done. So that's been pretty cool. And then, there's just anything, whatever your hobby is. And, if you can just take it from inside to outside and just kind of spend some time and enjoy your garden.
Yes, absolutely. I like the idea of getting back into our class. That was very enjoyable. And I highly recommend that for anyone to look into. They were through Cornell, and they were very reasonably priced.
They're really reasonable.
Yeah. And so maybe looking forward, we could reserve a day where we're not going to wear ourselves out.
Yeah.
And we will get out there and do a little something with our course.
Yeah, it's hard. You don't realize how hard it is to just kind of break from whatever it is you're doing. It's harder than it sounds.
So true.
It just sounds like, well, I'm going to do this and this, and then I don't know, the day catches up to you, or we
get an unexpected something comes up.
Yeah, anything can come up, and we have a large family, so we could get a text or a phone call or a drop by, and which is great, and we love that. But
we do
sometimes. Then it's hard to get started back on too. Some of the things. So,
some of the things.
It's still back in the back of my mind.
Yeah,
and we'll still
love it.
We'll still get to it. It's cool that we have it available to us. But yeah, it's just all that cool stuff. We've taken some food out there and just that, and taken drinks out there and all that stuff. So
a little picnicky.
Yeah, a little picnic. We had our daughter over, which was kind of fun.
That is hilarious. Now, there's one thing that we usually do end up doing when we go on vacation, and that is to go to the movies. But the other thing that we just barely did a little tiny thing. And Jeff never does this, but usually my friends that are lady friends, they like to go and get a spa treatment. So what we did, we scheduled a spa and movie night. And I did have a whole list of things that we were going to do. But like Jeff just talked about, we ended up playing some games on our phone, which is very fun. Wordle.
Yeah.
And some of the other games from the New York Times, which is very, very fun. And then we watched a silly movie. And the last thing we did, which was hilarious, if you guys could have seen us sitting there with these face masks. I purchased some face masks from Pacifica, and they were really, really nice, really good, but they're kind of juicy.
Very juicy.
Very juicy.
Crazy juicy.
So we opened the packages and we were unfolding the face mask. And Jeff, he kept turning it around and around, and he was saying, "Where's the top? How do I do this thing?" Finally, we realized that the eyes were shaped, cut out like hearts. And then you had a very crazy mouth-like structure that you could get your mouth through so you could breathe. It was truly comical.
It was
to
fun.
watch.
It was three of us. There were three of us sitting there with masks on, and I have a mustache and a goatee, so that obviously I didn't have that part sticking on me. So
stick on your face.
But it was fun.
And at the very end of it, I was wrapped up in this silly comedy movie, and I looked over, and Jeff and our daughter had peeled their masks off, and I was still sitting there with this silly
You were
mask
so into the
on.
movie, you didn't even see us do it.
I didn't even see you. But that is definitely a garden activity. We did not end up doing it in the garden, but that was my original plan, that we would sit on the back porch, and we still might do that, you know?
No, it's fun. But we did go on the porch after, and we had a great little just fun conversation with our daughter for we're like an hour. Sat out there once it got a little cooler, and it was nice.
It was nice.
Very nice.
One of my best memories is just sharing stories on wherever we lived. We would just sit on the porch and kind of share stories and laugh about things that had happened in each other's lives. And so that's kind of what we did, and it was great.
It is. It was a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun that our they remember a lot of the story, crazy stories.
They do.
Which is fun because they can pass those down too.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it's been fun. Yeah.
Yeah. What other things were you thinking of on the staycation?
Well, the one thing we had talked about that we were going to try for you guys was the Sotal. I don't even know if you call it alcohol. I don't know what you call it. It is an alcoholic beverage. So it's by Desert Door.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Texas Sotal.
Sotal.
And we told you guys we were going to try a cocktail, and I actually made a cocktail for us right now. We haven't tried it yet.
I'm so excited. I haven't tried it either.
And it's called Southwest of Manhattan, and you can find it on their website.
Yes.
And it's a very simple recipe. But they have a lot of recipes out there, and I think you could, really, in essence, you could substitute the Sotal for whiskey or bourbon.
Or tequila, perhaps?
Maybe. I don't know.
Does it have more of the whiskey or more? Does it lean more?
Oh, you're going to find out.
Yeah, I'm going to find out.
I'm going to tell you it's a little strong. But anyway, so we said we were going to try one, and because we did have, I think I told everybody we were getting ready for a party, and I was in one of the stores, and they had a little booth set up, and I'm kind of a sucker for, anything that's unusual.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I've never heard of that. So I said, yeah, I'll try it, and bought a bottle. So let's we're going to give it a try.
All right. They do have a very interesting story if anybody wants to look out there. Well, I was going to cheers you.
Oh, cheers.
Cheers.
Okay. It's definitely a little strong.
Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
It's good, though. It definitely tastes a little bit like, I guess, maybe like a little bit like whiskey.
It has a very interesting flavor. Yeah.
Not bad. It's not harsh. Not a harsh taste.
It's definitely not harsh. It's smooth.
It's smooth. You can definitely taste it.
Mm-hmm. It has a little bite to it.
A little bit. It's good. Very good. So we have the bottle. So we'll make some different recipes on it, and we'll see how it works. Hey, Mary.
Excuse me.
Mary might have had a little bit much, but anyway, there's a lot of recipes out there. It's called Desert Door Texas Sotal.
This is a very good recipe.
Really good. It's a cool thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's different, and we tend to like different stuff. We're very eclectic, as we say. We do like different stuff. We have friends come over and they're like, what is that? And so you always have something you got to kind of give them. And so there it was. Not bad at all.
I recommend it.
I would recommend. It's definitely refreshing. So if you're out, like in a summery drink, I think it's good.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know if this might be one of the components that you added to the drink, but it almost has it does have the warm flavor
it does.
Of, like I associate whiskey or bourbon on the warm side, but right under that note is sort of a herbal. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, would that be one of the other ingredients?
It might have some,
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of ingredients, but it's
there's definitely not.
Honestly, it's the same ingredients you would make a Manhattan out of. So, and we even put a cherry in there. Look at that, pretty cool. So there you have it, Desert Door Texas Sotal.
I applaud you.
Yeah,
very,
it's fun.
Very nice.
I think it would actually. It's nice and cold, and I think it would be good.
Ooh, it's
a good porch drink. I think.
A good après
while
dinner.
We watch the birds flutter about.
Oh. Well, this morning, was it this morning? It was yesterday morning. I was up a little bit early, and I was just kind of sitting in here quietly, and there was an owl. An owl. I couldn't find him on which rooftop he was, and he could have been on our rooftop, but he sounded so beautiful. I love those. What kind of owl did we see?
I don't know. We did see him one time. We caught him on our roof.
Huge.
He's big. And he's in the neighborhood because when we've gone on walks, we've seen him other places. I mean, I'm assuming it's one. I don't know.
I think there's a big owl population.
Yeah, I think there's more than one
in this area.
And I don't know what type he was, but it's pretty cool. They're a lot bigger than I had thought.
I know.
Yeah,
that he had to be like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 feet.
I know he was a.
I'm just guesstimating.
He was a big guy. We got him. We got our road runner that runs around. I haven't seen him in a while. But it's cool. It's kind of neat to have all the stuff. Sometimes when you just stop. Like I said, when we're out there working and you're out there doing stuff, you kind of tend to not see that, you're working.
Yes.
But if you just stop and just back off and take a look at everything and just kind of let it all happen, it's kind of cool.
It's
a lot of stuff,
cool.
a lot of nature out there, I will say. A lot of different stuff happening. The dragonflies, I guess it's dragonfly season or whatever. But we have one of our dogs, our male dog. He can like really jump. No kidding. He can jump like 4 feet in the air.
Oh yes, easily.
And they're not big dogs.
No problem with that at all.
But our biggest kick is to sit and watch him chase the dragonflies and jump in the air after him. And then he leaps after him.
4 legs.
It's so funny. It's an awesome thing. It's really cool to watch.
And he is having the time of his life.
He is. It's really fun.
It's great.
It's like a show. You don't need television or internet or anything. You can just go out there and watch them.
I know.
What other things did you have in mind?
Well, I do have an admission. We received our delivery of the Egyptian walking onions. And rather than let them sit around.
Yes. You took an exception. That was a 10-minute
activity.
A
little exception. And I dashed out there, and that was, I got to tell you what, that was so fun. I just relaxed. I just planted those little onions. I just enjoyed the whole experience. And so I got them in their permanent home. And I'm quite excited about it. It's very close to the asparagus, so they will not be disturbed. And I'm ready to see what they do.
Yeah.
The packaging was super nice, really nice. And it said to plant them in rich soil. So I had understood when I read some of the information earlier that they didn't care as long as they weren't wet. So I was a little caught off guard by that, but I do think that our soil will be just fine. And I got them in the ground. And if they need a little extra, I'll give them something extra on top. But
no, that was cool. And I will say, and I don't know where you ordered it from, but I mean, they sent a handwritten note with the order, and they gave you like a few little free things with it. And that was actually very cool.
Actually, what they gave me is a package of rhubarb
That's what
seeds,
it was, yes.
Which I never crossed my mind about growing rhubarb.
And I think you planted those, right?
No,
you didn't plant those yet?
I have to read about them. So I did. I don't usually do this, but I decided to place an order off of Amazon. And the company that was growing them is called Ella's Homes Store on Amazon. And they cost $29.09. And I actually did not have to pay for delivery. While I'm looking at it right now, it does have a delivery fee, but I didn't have that when I ordered.
Okay.
Anyways, you got 20 walking onion plants. However, she put in extra top sets and a bag of rhubarb seeds.
Yeah.
So, and they were packaged really nice. They were well hydrated when they got here and ready to go in the ground.
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed with the handwritten note, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
had your name,
so sweet.
Thank you and all that. So, I mean, just that extra touch is, pretty cool.
Definitely.
I mean, I thought that was nice. The other big news we have is our shipment from Shriners Gardens. We've got notification that
so excited.
they are our bearded irises are coming. They're on their way. And so they should be here, I think, maybe early next week.
Wow.
So
that's going to be
they're heading your way.
Fantastic. Oh my gosh, fantastic.
That's going to be pretty cool.
I guess staycation will be over.
Mary's, oh boy. Okay. I know you're just itching to get back out there.
A little bit.
I know you are. But it is nice just to stop and not do it. I'm going to be honest with you. It's been
You need to
cool.
do that sometimes.
I think so. I think it's good for you just to do it and enjoy the hard work you've done.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what you're doing. I mean, I know it's fun to do it. I know you enjoy doing it too, but it's also, you want it to look nice and you get to enjoy looking at it.
And you get to enjoy it. Well, some of the things that we've talked about on our podcast made this whole effort possible. The different watering systems that we've talked about, the hoses that we have talked about the hoses a lot, but I have to say they are a very big boon and benefit.
It just makes it easier and more convenient. I was able to water some of the stuff in 15 minutes, and before I would have had to drag the hose. It's just a hassle. And if it's a hassle, you sometimes tend not to do it.
Sometimes
just
you don't
be honest with you.
Yeah. One of the things I'm very excited about is our desert rose that we have had. Maybe we've had it a couple of years now. It decided to bloom this year. Seems to be very happy in its container, and I'm thrilled about that. It is let's see if I could look that up real quick. And there was something else that was going on in the garden that was very exciting. We talked about it.
Everything's exciting in the garden, Mary.
Everything. Well, we got our potatoes in the mail.
All right, so Mary ordered potato. I didn't know she ordered them. And they came in actually a soft package, which not in a box. They came in a soft package, and I got them, from the door, and I was like, oh, what the heck is this stuff? It felt like a bunch of oranges or something in there.
Yes, you thought they were oranges.
I said, Mary, did you order oranges? And, no, that's my potatoes.
My potatoes.
So you do have those waiting for you?
They're waiting.
Ready for you to get to work on them?
Yeah, they're sprouting. I better go after it.
Well, you're chomping at the bit, I can tell.
The desert rose, the name of them, the botanical name, is Adenium obesum. Anyways, they're beautiful. Yeah, they have a bulb-like structure on the bottom where they store water. And I think watering, not too much and not too little, has been one area I've had to experiment with while we've had it. But it seems to be happy and it's blooming, and I am thrilled.
Nice. Hey, a little bit of just a tad bit of news.
Yes.
And I don't know how do you say this? The viola. Do you call it a viola or a viola?
I guess I usually call it a viola.
Viola? I think we call it viola. Anyway, it has been selected as a Texas superstar plant.
Oh.
It just happened from Texas A&M.
Wow.
So, yeah.
The viola is one flower that is stunning in our gardens from fall all the way up until June sometimes. They're gorgeous.
And they're
tiny, right?
They are small, and they have my favorite of all time other name. So they're also called Johnny Jump Ups.
Oh, the Johnny Jump Up. I love that.
Which is okay. Or they could also be called a horned pansy, but I've never heard that.
Oh, I've never heard that either.
But you called them Johnny Jump Ups, I think. Yeah.
That's how I grew up knowing them.
Okay.
But good. And it was named a superstar.
I had to throw a little news in there with this. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
I can't wait to plant those out this fall.
Yeah. Well, now see, you can tell we're winding down the staycation. Mary's
know.
brain is starting
I'm
to
itching
work.
to get out
I
there.
know you are. I know. And it is supposed to be a little cooler, so maybe it's a good time.
Well, one of the things I like to do when we go on vacation is read.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I have a few books that I was going to bring up for people to read. But, I was looking for, say, a cozy mystery or a light book that would be centered around the garden. And when I looked, I was, there are so many choices out there. So I don't have a recommendation for a cozy mystery, but I would love to hear anybody's recommendation for that. Okay. But there is a book that's been around for quite a while, and it's called How to Grow World Record Tomatoes. A Guinness champion reveals his all-organic secrets. Okay. One of my favorite books of all time. The author is Charles Wilbur. And you could find it on Amazon. It's been out of print for a long time, but I think you could still find it in the used books and stuff like that. Very good. He talks about how he learned to grow his tomatoes. And the thing is, oh my goodness, he is standing on a ladder next to his tomato bush. That's pretty cool. That's very cool. So I have followed some advice, and I've been growing my chiltepin this year according to the Pepper Guru's advice off of YouTube, and it has worked. Mm-hmm. And so I would like to give Charles Wilbur's advice a little bit of a try and see what kind of a success rate we might have.
I'll get the ladder ready.
One book that I have that I've just enjoyed so much, we actually picked it up on our trip to Ireland. And I'm trying to think, but we may have been in Scotland, in Edinburgh, I think is where we picked the book up. It's called Braiding Sweetgrass, and it's written by Robin Wall Kimmerer. Indigenous wisdom and scientific knowledge and the teachings of plants. Oh. And her writing is it's inspiring and it's informative and it's just very good, very good. She gives you a little background, some of the stories behind them, and very good. I recommend that book very much. I like to go back and reread it. Okay. I think I've talked about it on here before.
I don't know. I don't remember that one.
No?
No.
Long time ago, during our first season.
Probably when
I brought it up. Okay. Yeah, after our trip. But a book that we recently picked up that's been great, I've enjoyed it so much, is called Remarkable Plants of Texas. And it's uncommon accounts of our common natives. And he really does a good job. His name is Matt Warnock Turner, and it was published by University Press, the University of Texas Press. And he goes through, if you heard our Live Oak podcast, he's the one that got me excited about talking about the live oak. And he gave a lot of good information on the sotol. And, I highly recommend this book. Very enjoyable to learn about the history of a lot of plants that we just see all the time.
Okay. Nice.
So I thought you got to read a little bit while you're on vacation.
You do.
But as far as a cozy mystery, wow.
A lot of cozy mysteries out there.
There was a lot.
Well, those are great books.
Very enjoyable.
Let us know about. So that's awesome. I know, when we go on vacation, we kind of, I don't know if we do stuff differently, but we're adventurers. We like to go see wherever we're at. We like to go see whatever's there, if it's a museum or just kind of see what the local stuff is. We're not as much of spa and that kind of people. But it's more fun. I mean, I think we get to actually see the countryside, or we get to see, the local restaurants and all that type of stuff. But we're big. We like to go. We do see a lot of museums, and we saw a lot of museums when we were in Europe, which was really cool.
So one story that I have, we decided to get ourselves packed up. We went into a small trailer and we decided to travel. I think we traveled for over 6 months. And we landed in Milwaukee.
You're right, yes.
And we were camping outside of Milwaukee. And Jeff said, I would love to go see the stadium. I think it was where the Brewers played. And that's where we went. And great. It was great. We got to piddle. We got to poke around. We got to see what the stadium looked like. It wasn't rushed or anything. And then we came out of the stadium, and Jeff looked at me and said, Mary, there's a famous ice cream stand in Milwaukee. He said, this is an example of what he does. He said, let's go get an ice cream and check it out. And it turned out to be the cutest little ice cream spot.
It was definitely where the locals went. It was crowded, and
it was very crowded.
But it's one of those things when we travel, we try to look like, what's unique about the place that we're going to, and not just the touristy place. But that was a cool example. We did find it, and it was in downtown Milwaukee. And it was a really cool place, and there was a lot of people out there. It was kind of a walk up ice cream place. It was fun. We had a good time.
Let me ask you: was it Cops, Leon's, or Giles? Do you remember?
It seems like Leon sounds familiar.
Leon's. Let's see if I could pull that up.
That sounds familiar to me.
I bet it was Leon's. I'm looking at a picture of it right now. Yes, it still had the original sign outside and the original overhang where you could park your car, walk up, get your ice cream or your frozen custard. Excuse me, it's frozen custard. And it was very crowded.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun. So that's how we travel. We travel.
We do.
We're very not planners too long term. We're very spur of the moment, driving down the road. Hey, that looks cool. Let's take a left and go see
Jeff says that. He says that, but he does happen to look ahead a little bit and find tidbits that are quite interesting.
Well, a little bit, but we also have turned off the road many a time to see. We saw Laura Ingalls Wilder's
homestead.
I didn't know where it was. We just saw the sign and said, yeah, let's go check it out, which was cool.
Her kitchen was so tiny. The cupboards, the countertop came to the top of my knee. I was shocked at how miniature.
Yeah, it was all custom made because she obviously was not very tall, but everything was custom made for a very small person. Yeah, it was kind of cool.
It was very cool. Well, I have enjoyed our staycation immensely.
I've really enjoyed it. My muscles and my everything else have enjoyed it. My body's thanking you. I know there's some big bags of dirt in the garage just waiting to be hauled somewhere.
Yeah. I'm afraid there are.
I know there are. I look at them every time and go,
that brings me to a point is that sometimes you're focused on working in your garden and so forth like that. And it reaches a point that you don't want to go out. You kind of get to the point where you don't want to go to the garden center or something like that. And so I just ordered the dirt. And I might have paid a few dollars more. It was Happy Frog, which I enjoy using. And I probably paid a few dollars more than I would have if we had gone somewhere. But I got to tell you, the convenience of having it delivered at this particular moment, that was nice.
It is because and well, I'll say like dirt in general. Like, and we've had it delivered and like and dumped in the yard in front of our driveway and stuff. But the amount of times you have to touch it, that's always like, I was like, I have to touch it like 5 times or whatever to get it from there. You got to get it from, you have to touch it. You got to get it in a wheelbarrow or something. Then you got to take it, you got to drag it, you got to take it out of the wheelbarrow. You got to put, I mean, it's just,
it's laborious.
And I know that's not everybody's thing, but for us now, I think, I've talked to Mary too. I said, I'd rather just, if you can order it and have it either delivered, or if we go and we just buy smaller bags.
Which we do have access to.
And we do have access to. And I realize that it's not as cheap by far than having somebody dump it. But there's a lot of stress when they dump it in your driveway, because you got a big pile there and you're like, oh my goodness, I got to get this thing out of here.
Yeah.
And I think for us, at least, I think we're a little beyond that. So I'm very happy to make it easier. That's our kind of our theme this year. We're trying to make everything as easy as possible. Yeah, and it's working. I think we're getting there.
I think so too.
It's been really good. So
to be realistic about expectations as well.
Yes, yeah, and I mean, and be realistic on what you can and can't do too. And it's no big deal if there's no right or wrong way. It's whatever works for you is the right way.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that been very fun. I've enjoyed the staycation immensely.
I have enjoyed it. I'm enjoying my libation. Mm-hmm. Very good. Very, I give kudos.
It is good.
To the barkeep.
Thank you.
And I really want to thank everyone that has been listening to our podcast. We'll be back next week with more of our usual format.
We will.
And I wish you the best of gardening.
Yeah.
It's fall. So put on your running shoes because it's time to garden.
Okay. Every season, there's no off season here in Texas. It's crazy.
That's true.
No, it's fun.
Like a sport.
No, I know. And I know that you enjoy it immensely. So it's very cool. But like Mary said, we thank you guys for joining us here, and have a staycation. Think about a staycation. Maybe it's just a few days or whatever you can do. But really, I think at the end of the day, it's just enjoy your garden.
Absolutely.
Take a few days off and enjoy all the hard work you've been doing. And we'll see you here next week. The same old Mary Bird's backyard garden stuff that we always have.
Thank you, everyone. Happy gardening.
Thanks. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Mary, here's a toast to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.